Hello everyone! It's Eliza here, bringing you another insightful video, and this one is going to open your mind. Today we're diving into something that impacts all of us, our cities. Think about it. Those concrete jungles we call home. They're more than just buildings and traffic. They're living, breathing organisms constantly evolving. But here's the thing, we can actually shape that evolution. We can design cities that are cleaner, greener, and more livable for everyone. That's what I'm talking about today, the 7 principles for building better cities. These aren't just some lofty ideas, these are game changers. Whether you're navigating the urban jungle of New York City or enjoying a small town, these principles will resonate. Trust me. Alright, let's kick things off with principle number 1, and this one's straight up common sense. Put people first. Look, cities aren't just about skyscrapers and subways. They're about the humans who live and breathe in them every single day. We're talking about designing urban spaces that cater to the needs of people, not just cars or some big corporation's bottom line. That means prioritizing those pedestrian walkways, those bike lanes that weave through the city, and accessible public transportation that doesn't cost an arm and a leg. Imagine this: cities where kids can actually walk to school without their parents having a heart attack. Cities where you can hop on your bike, feel the wind in your hair, and commute to work without dodging taxis every 5 seconds. That's the dream, right? We're talking about creating spaces where people feel safe, connected, and empowered to move around freely. It's about reclaiming the city for the people who actually live there, and it all starts with putting people first. Next up, we're diving into the heart of what makes a city tick: creating a sense of belonging. Because here's the deal, a truly great city doesn't just provide a roof over your head, it makes you feel like you're part of something bigger. We're talking about fostering a sense of community, a feeling that you belong to something special. And how do we do that? By creating those vibrant public spaces where people can come together, celebrate life, and just chill out. Think about it. Parks bursting with life, plazas buzzing with activity, and community centers where people from all walks of life can connect. These are the spaces that breathe life into a city, the spaces that turn strangers into neighbors. It's about creating a city that feels like home, a place where you can walk down the street and actually recognize a face. It's about fostering those chance encounters, those shared experiences that make city life so damn exciting. Because at the end of the day, a city is more than just buildings and infrastructure. It's a tapestry of human connections, and it's those connections that make a city truly great. Alright, moving on to principle number 3, and this one's all about shaking things up, mix it up. Because let's face it, nobody wants to live in a concrete jungle that's all work and no play, right? We're talking about creating a city that's as diverse as the people who live there. That means ditching the outdated zoning laws and embracing a mix of residential, commercial, and recreational spaces, all within easy reach. Imagine this. You roll out of bed, grab a killer cup of coffee at the cafe downstairs, head to work in your building's co-working space, swing by the local market for some fresh produce, and then meet your friends for a concert in the park, all without ever leaving your neighborhood. That's the beauty of mixed-use spaces. They make cities more dynamic, more convenient, and way more fun to live in. Plus, they cut down on those soul-crushing commutes, giving you back precious time to do the things you love. It's about creating a city that's alive 24/7, a place where you can always find something new and exciting happening right outside your doorstep. So let's ditch the cookie-cutter neighborhoods and embrace the beautiful chaos of a truly mixed-up city. Now let's talk about something we can all agree on, making space for nature. Because let's be real, concrete jungles can get pretty suffocating without a little bit of green, right? But here's the thing. Green spaces aren't just there to look pretty. They're essential for our health and well-being. We're talking about those leafy parks, those tree-lined streets, and those rooftop gardens that bring a breath of fresh air to the city. Trees, my friends, are like the lungs of a city. They clean the air we breathe, they provide shade from the scorching sun, and they even help to reduce noise pollution. Plus, let's not forget the mental health benefits of being surrounded by nature. Cities that embrace nature are not only healthier, but they're also more resilient in the face of climate change. Green spaces help to manage stormwater runoff, reduce the urban heat island effect, and create a more sustainable and livable environment for everyone. It's about finding that balance between urban development and the natural world. It's about creating a city where you can escape the hustle and bustle and reconnect with nature without ever leaving the city limits. Chapter 5. Embrace density. Alright, let's talk about a word that often gets a bad rap: density. Now, I know what you're thinking: cramped apartments, crowded streets, and zero personal space. But hold on a second. When done right, density can actually be a good thing. It's about designing cities that are more efficient, more sustainable, and ultimately more livable. Think about it. Higher density means more people living closer together, which translates to shorter commutes, better public transportation, and easier access to amenities. It means less sprawl, less car dependency, and a smaller environmental footprint. Instead of those endless suburbs, imagine well-designed apartment buildings with shared green spaces, rooftop gardens, and vibrant street life. Imagine a city where you can walk or bike to everything you need, where you're constantly surrounded by people and activity. It's about creating a city that's alive with energy, a place where you can feel the pulse of the city on every corner. It's about embracing the vibrancy and diversity that comes with living in close proximity to others. So let's ditch the fear of density and embrace the possibilities of creating more compact, connected, and ultimately more human-centered cities. Chapter 6. Build for the future. Now let's get real for a second. The world is changing faster than ever before. Climate change, technological advancements, and shifting demographics are just a few of the challenges facing our cities today. That's why principle number 6 is so crucial: build for the future. We can't keep designing cities based on outdated models. We need to be forward-thinking, adaptable, and resilient in the face of uncertainty. We're talking about investing in sustainable infrastructure, like renewable energy sources, energy-efficient buildings, and smart grids that can adapt to changing demands. We need to rethink transportation systems, prioritize walking, cycling, and public transit, and embrace autonomous vehicles. But it's not just about technology. It's about creating cities that are socially resilient as well. That means fostering inclusive communities, promoting social equity, and ensuring that everyone has access to opportunity. It's about creating cities that can weather any storm, cities that are prepared for the challenges of the 21st century and beyond. It's about thinking long-term, being innovative, and never settling for the status quo. Chapter 7. Empower local communities. And last but not least, we come to the final principle, and it's a big one: empower local communities. Because here's the thing, nobody knows a city better than the people who actually live there, right? We're talking about giving residents a voice in the planning process, making sure their needs and aspirations are heard loud and clear. It's about creating a bottom-up approach to urban development, where communities have a say in shaping their own neighborhoods. This could mean establishing local councils, creating community-led design initiatives, or providing funding for neighborhood improvement projects. It's about giving residents the tools and resources they need to take ownership of their communities. When people feel empowered to make a difference, amazing things can happen. They're more likely to be invested in their neighborhoods, more likely to participate in civic life, and more likely to create a sense of shared ownership. It's about recognizing that the best solutions often come from the ground up, from the people who are closest to the challenges and opportunities of city life. It's about creating a city that's truly by the people, for the people. So there you have it. 7 principles for building better cities. Imagine a world where cities are designed for people, where nature and community thrive, and where everyone feels a sense of belonging. By following these principles, we can create urban spaces that aren't just livable, but truly inspirational. If you loved this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and tell us in the comments, what's one thing you'd love to see in your city? Let's keep the conversation going. Together we can build a better urban future for everyone.